In my previous video, I gave you the first 5 tips to write a contract. In this one, I have prepared 6 more. So with these 11 tips, you have a guide to write a well-thought contract. Before moving to today's 6 tips, let's sum up the first 5. They were preamble, subject, definition, term of the contract, payment. So without further ado, let's jump to the new 6 ones. Tip number 6. Rights and obligations of the parties. In this section, you need to give the most specifics. Here's what I mean. In the preamble, you have stated the purpose of the contract. In the subject, you have defined the general scope of the contract. So, in this section, you need to be really specific about each separate right and obligation of the parties and the processes between them. Here's an example. If your contract is about building a software, you shall describe what the software will do. You may expressly state what functionalities shall not be part of the price and shall be subject to an additional payment. You can point out if you provide a warranty of the software, what is included in the warranty and what is not. You may also think of possibilities for reviews and remarks of the software. You can think of handover protocols. In some cases, handover protocols are very important. Tip number 7. Penalties. A penalty clause places an obligation upon the party that has breached the contract to provide the other party with compensation. When you have included such a clause, you have pre-agreed on the amount of damages. So if you go to court, you won't need to prove the amount of damage the breach has cost you. It might not even have cost you anything, but the penalty shall be due. These clauses are really important when you get into a relationship with a new partner. Tip number 8. Trade secret. If you're going to provide trade secrets to the other party, it's important to protect them. Also important is to know that not all company information may be defined as a trade secret. The Bulgarian Trade Secret Protection Act gives the specific requirements the information shall meet to be regarded as a trade secret. First, it shall not be generally known or easily accessible. Second, it shall have a commercial value due to its secret character. And third, in relation to it, measures have to be taken to keep it confidential from the person who has control over the information. So, in your contract, you shall explicitly declare what type of information shall be considered confidential, and you shall also guarantee it by taking the necessary measures to preserve it as such. Tip number 9. Copyright. There are many types of intellectual property, and some countries recognize more than others. The most well-known are copyrights, patents, and trademarks. They are treated differently by jurisdictions. Useful fact is that while in Bulgaria copyright is not registered and it arises at the moment of creating the work, in the US you can also register copyrights. Whenever you conclude a contract which includes the creation of a copyright work, such as computer programs, databases, or any other copyright, you should think ahead and arrange all the rights and obligations towards it in the contract. Tip number 10. Termination. Here you need to enlist the ways to terminate the contract and its consequences. For example, you may include 1 month written prior notice or any other condition to terminate the contract. With regards to the consequences, you shall consider what happens with the unfinished services and goods. Also, do you need to return documents or anything else? You may also consider what happens with the payment. Is it partly due, fully due, or not due at all? Tip number 11. Dispute resolution, applicable law, and competent court. In case of international contracts, this clause will save you a lot of trouble. Why? because you'd have initially regulated and agreed upon which court will have jurisdiction to resolve your dispute and under which law. If you're a Bulgarian company which concludes contracts with Chinese company, you can agree that the applicable law is the Bulgarian and the competent courts are Bulgarian. This way, you will be aware of the legislation, your rights and obligations under it, and you won't have to hire Chinese attorney and go to China for court hearings. If you draft a contract following all the 11 steps I gave you in the previous video and this one, you will simplify the negotiation process, standardize the rights and obligations of the counterparties, provide settlement of the relationship between the parties, and most importantly, have protection in the event of disputes. On a side note, always take into account whether you are processing personal data. If so, you shall consider the personal data legislation. Before I finish, let's sum up each step of the contract. Preamble, subject, definition, term of the contract, payment, rights and obligations of the parties, penalties, confidentiality, copyright, termination, dispute resolution. Now, if contract creations still seem overwhelming, you can always call me and I'll take care of everything. I have a 12th tip that is really important in the digital world nowadays, but I'm gonna discuss it in my next video, so stay tuned.